Hi, Lynda Kenny here, and I'm someone who spends their time helping you to get from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. I wanted to talk today about women in particular because it's International Women's Day. And before I forget, I want to let you know I do offer a 20-minute complimentary discovery call. If you want to take advantage of that, then go to my calendar at callwithlynda.com or reach out to me on Facebook. Now, today is International Women's Day, and I've already had one cryptic remark from one man from a post I put on Facebook today, pretending to be sick. And of course, some men will probably say, "Well, why have a Women's Day? Why not have a Men's Day?" Well, there is an answer to that, but I can only give you my experience. I mean, I grew up um, in an era where the women's place was in the home. And we were socialised into thinking and judged by how clean we kept our houses, what a good housewife we were. Um, my mum used to say, you need to keep your curtains clean and keep your house clean. And women were judged on that. I can remember even my mum saying when I had my first baby, make sure your nappies are white when they're hanging on the line. You don't want any marks on them and things like that. But also in the workplace, I started my career out as being a cadet nurse and I wanted to be a nurse. Unfortunately, that was ended for me when I hurt my back. But I remember in those days, women were the major applicants to being a nurse. There weren't many male nurses, although there were some. But of the few that were around, they all got paid more than we did, even though the majority of nurses were women. And later on, I remember being in social services, and all the senior management jobs in the early days were held by men. And even male social workers got paid more than we did in the early days. I mean, thankfully, those things have changed now. Other things that used to happen was I wasn't allowed to get credit without my husband's signature. I remember when I was early married, years and years ago, we needed a new cooker, and I was the one that had time to go and order it. We couldn't afford to buy one cash, so I went to get it on hire purchase. Oh no, you can't sign for it. Only a man can sign for that, your husband or your father, whatever. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And you think nowadays, how could that happen? But it did. And we've come a long way as women now. Women are in higher positions in workplaces, their careers are taking off. I mean, when I was a young teenager, it wasn't the done thing for women to have a career. You were seen as quite unusual if you'd prefer to go out to work than actually running a home. And we were made to feel guilty for leaving our children when we went out to work. So many things have changed now. And I just wanted to raise that today that yes, women have more equality now, they get more pay now, but worldwide there's still a lot of oppression of women going on. And so it is a national movement, an international movement that is worth celebrating. And you might think, well, what has that got to do with what I do now? I'm a coach. I love to coach women. I like to coach men as well. But it is all important that women still feel empowered and still able to feel they can do anything in this world and not be held back because they're a woman. And so that's something that I celebrate. I definitely celebrate the empowerment of women. And I've grown up in a family full of strong women. My mother was strong and not afraid to speak her mind. And my two sisters and myself were strong women. And I think the men in our family know they have to cope with strong women. But if you're someone watching this who isn't in that position, then if you're wanting to promotion at work or you're wanting to get further in your business, don't let being a woman hold you back. And if you need some help with that and need a coach in your life, then reach out to me. As I said earlier, I do offer a 20-minute discovery call and to see if we can be a fit to work together. And go to my calendar at callwithlynda.com or reach out to me on Facebook. But today is about the celebration of women. And I hope even if you're a man watching this, you celebrate the women in your life.